How's it going, everyone? My name is Artemis Abaddon, and today we are talking about some endgame content. So if you do not want to see spoilers or endgame content after the story, please click off of this now. For those that stayed, this is the Blind Well, which you'll see after the story when you unlock the Dreaming City. So the Blind Well is located in the middle area. Basically go straight forward from when you spawn in and just take your spear all the way there. So we're going to be talking about the Blind Well, and we're going to be talking about possible rewards. Of course, in the title, I'll put that this is possible spoilers, and I'll also put that you could get a Seed of Light from this, which I do in this gameplay, which is why I'm posting it. So, in the Blind Well, by going to the middle pylon, so there's multiple tiers, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. There's also an unstable one that you could use, which I'm not sure how to use at this moment. The most simple way to obtain these is to do public events to get something called dark fragments. You gather dark fragments from doing public events, looting lost sectors, or looting regional chests. Then you'll take your dark fragments to Petra, and you could purchase the tiers. There are multiple ways to earn all these. Another way is to find a certain vendor which is hidden in the city. You give them the planetary materials, and you can exchange them for tier 2. So get to exploring out there and you could find them. You give them 25 of the planetary material for the Dreaming City and they will give you the tier 2 charge. And there is another vendor nearby and he will give you the consumable that you use for Ascension. So it's a good thing to explore the Dreaming City. There's a lot to be found, a lot to be seen, and a lot that nobody knows about still. I've done tier 2 multiple times and tier 1 a whole bunch. I have not completed tier 3. People are sort of wary of it. I think you have to be about 510 light and up at least. So, what do you do? All you do during Blind Well is kill enemies. You have to kill them before the timer runs out. So when you're in the bubble, you have something called the Touch of the Sky. And what the Touch of the Sky does is it shields you from the darkness outside of the bubble. When you exit the bubble, eventually the Touch of the Sky will wear off and you'll get the Touch of the Darkness, which will slowly drain your health. So what you can do is, if you want to go out and get some of those pesky enemies, you just go into the bubble and then run back out and then run back in, so on and so forth. Any bubble works for Touch of the Sky, even if they're very small. Once you're in a bubble and get it to 100%, the bubble will shrink. You can stay in the bubble and still get Touch of the Sky. However, you will want to go to the other area to help your teammates. This is a random fire team that I picked up just going from Blind Well to Blind Well, reloading the zone, and we got lucky enough to do the tier 2 one. At any rate, you'll see some enemies that are shielded and they are immune to all damage. Those enemies are called servants. So when you see a servant, he is shielded. And there will also be a glowing enemy that will spawn. That glowing enemy will drop something that looks like an arc charge. And when you pick it up, it gives you a buff called Harmony. What Harmony does is it causes your super to recharge and it also allows you to break the shields off of those enemies. It's incredibly important that your teammates, and if you're not communicating with them, which is normal, that you pick them up so you could keep popping your super and keep taking off those shields, because some people won't know what to do, and that's going to be happening for the next couple weeks at least. You have to go through 4 waves basically of killing enemies before the timer runs out and getting all the light. After you've gotten all the light, the 5th tier will cause bosses to spawn. It has the same mechanic where you'll want to kill the glowing enemies to be able to take down the shields. You'll want to watch your Harmony. If you have your super, you could pop it, do damage, and by the time it runs out, Harmony will allow it to recharge a second time, so you could do more damage to it before your Harmony runs out again. So it's very good to keep an eye on that and know what you're doing. Also, if you do have the new Gunslinger, Knife Thrower, Hunters, they can take down the shields with 1 Harmony. Basically, they need to use 2 supers, and they can take down the shield fully for the tier 2 bosses. So it's very good that you have one of those on your team. If not, you're going to be having a hard time putting out all the DPS that you need to take down those shields, which is what happened with a lot of the battles that I had been in. After this, I had unlocked the Knife Thrower, and then I realized how insanely powerful it is and how incredible it is for this Blind Well. When you complete the Blind Well, there is a chance for it to drop the Seed of Light. I had been doing tier 2 later with other people. It had caused the Seed of Light to drop. So that is how you get the Seed of Light. It's pretty easy. You just need to have, I'd say, 505 to 510 light. 510 light being really good. You won't die. You'll be able to put out enough damage. But you want to be careful because you don't want to be pulling all the weight, which is sort of what will happen once you're at that light, because a lot of people won't be there. So just keep an eye out, keep getting Harmony, and just keep doing as much DPS as you can. It's incredibly important. But yeah, just keep grinding out those tier 2s, and eventually you'll get the Seed of Light and be able to unlock the other subclasses. As it stands right now, I'm currently grinding out the Knife Thrower subclass. and then I'll be able to unlock the final one. If I'm able to get a Seed of Light from Tier 2 again, I'll of course let you guys know. If not, somebody else definitely will. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and good luck out there. By the way, if this video helped, please let me know down below in the comments. Please feel free to comment down below, let me know what you think. Also subscribe if you want to see more content similar to this. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like. But as I always say, if you don't like the content, don't leave a like, okay? Just don't like things you don't really like, okay? Anyway, we'll talk if you leave a comment. If you have any questions, ask. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Peace.